Oh, ladies and gentlemen, how are you? It's me, it's Ken. Yes, you've seen some of these videos before, and you're gonna keep seeing them until I'm done. All right, so we're at Kaiju Brooklyn. That's the third one. We're here at Industry City, beautiful Brooklyn, my beloved Brooklyn, and we're gonna talk to the one and the only Andres Perez. We've never met him before. We're excited to talk to him. He's given us a big smile in the early part of the, and he's giving me the horns. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And now the Wonder Woman. I don't know what else he's doing here. Okay. Andres, how are you, man? Good to speak to you today. Happy Kaiju Brooklyn Day.
Yeah, it's my second time here at Kaiju Brooklyn.
Did you do last year's?
I did last year's.
So that's the one I missed, and I'm so sad. Was it much bigger than?
Oh, much smaller, way smaller.
Oh.
Yeah.
So this is technically the zenith then.
Yes, as far as we know.
Let's use all the big words.
Yes.
You hear that, John? We're helping you.
This is the biggest Kaiju Brooklyn has been yet.
I have a feeling that it's going to get even bigger. So let's talk about, what is Kaiju Noir Productions? It sounds so classy.
So Kaiju Noir, it started out as my YouTube channel, where I would do a lot of movie reviews and podcasts about Kaiju movies, giant monster, giant robot media, all sorts of tokusatsu. And from there on out, I had became interested in writing my own stories. That's when I started doing Primal Warrior Draco Azul. It started out as my mascot for my YouTube channel.
That's a really cool looking mascot.
Thank you very much. It was heavily inspired by the works of Go Nagai and Ken Ishikawa, the creators of Mazinger Z and Getter Robo, respectively. If you anyone who remembers Shogun Warriors, basically that's where all of that came from.
I still have them.
Oh yeah, love that stuff. I love that 70s era of giant robot media. So I want to do my take on Draco Azul, and from there, Kaiju Noir Productions was born, where I started off with my first comic. I went to G-Fest in 2019 as a vendor for the first time. From there, we sprouted out to continuing the series with issues 2, issues 3, and in between each
So now you're
production.
publishing this yourself?
Yes. Oh yeah, all self-published, 100% self-published.
How hard is that to do after something like the pandemic and now, well, an independent publisher, you don't have folks like those main distributors dealing your stuff out.
No, this is all done pretty much, from my own house. Whenever Amazon order comes in, I'm the one shipping out. I get them printed from Comics Wellspring. Wonderful company if you're looking to self-publish and self-produce your own comics. But as for the pandemic, yes, that did get in the way of producing more comics because, times were tough. But it allowed me to explore a different facet of writing, which became prose content. So I wrote my first novel, Draco Azul, Full Metal Chronicles. Basically a bunch of short stories that takes place between the first and second issues of the comic. From there, I decided to write 2 more novels with my friends, taking place between the second and third comic. So they serve as supplementary material.
He had one of the other creatives with him, Laura Fitkin, was here. And she saw me coming and fled.
And Ace here was actually my co-writer for the second novel.
That's Ace.
So he is also a Draco Azul co-creator.
Awesome. And you brought some toys with you as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Now that's your character?
My character, yes.
How'd you make him?
Yes, the titular Draco Azul as a little 3D printed Sofumi figure.
He has a 3D printer, my friends. I can't even get my printer to print me a Word document lately.
Yes. And speaking of the 3D printing, the rest of this stuff is all done by my friend Preacher. He is
Preacher.
He is the man in charge of Tokucade. His business card is also right now on the very edge. Tokucade is his traveling kaiju-themed arcade game service that he's providing in the first floor of the Kaiju Brooklyn show.
Very cool. So, offhand, now that you've been to 2 of these, what do you think of this convention?
I personally love this convention. I always believe that we can always use more events that cater towards more niche, more specified fan bases, communities. It feels very intimate to be able to get to meet and encounter all sorts of people from all walks of life with various similar shared interests. And it's a way just to connect with each other, whether it's you're connecting with fellow artists, fellow writers, creators, or just like fans who just love to enjoy the same types of media that we all enjoy.
Very cool. So I've been asking everybody what their favorite, top 2 kaiju movies would be.
Yeah.
I don't want to say just Godzilla movies because there's more.
Sure, yeah.
So what are your 2 favorites that you like?
My all-time favorite Godzilla movie is definitely Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster. I always love the sort of like mystery suspense this movie builds up with both the princess that goes missing and starts believing that she is an alien, plus you got the wonderful build-up for Anguirus, and it's also a really nice genre mashup of like a James Bond-esque spy thriller mixed with a classic traditional kaiju film. I'm a sucker for genre blending, genre mashups, so that's why I definitely love about Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster. Second favorite monster movie would definitely be Gamera, Guardian of the Universe. I think in terms of like a standalone movie, as well as the introduction to a trilogy, it's pretty much like a perfect movie in every sense of the word.
I'm going to bother Ace, because Ace, you're sitting here, and you are a writer on one of the books. Tell me your 2 favorites.
Well, that's a very difficult one, at least from my stance. Yeah.
All right, next.
Oh, thanks for that. No, I would say my 2 personal favorites, and ironically both by the same director, GMK and Gamera 3, Revenge of Iris, both by Shizuke Kaneko. It's kind of hard for me to choose, honestly, because I love them both equally, but both are great for their own reasons. One is a nice reminder about man playing with God that the original Godzilla did, but it did it in a more contemporary sense, where it also brings now fantasy into the mix as well, with the guardian monsters, and with Gamera, it was Gamera at his zenith, and is honestly the best example of practical suitmation that I've ever seen, and still can't think of anything else that tops it to this day. It is a great tale of heroism and how far vengeance can take you to long degrees.
Thanks, Ace. Now, you gave me the metal horns before. Are you listening to heavy stuff?
Yeah, I definitely am a big fan of Guns N' Roses a lot.
Okay.
I definitely love.
I thought that was like he was placating me, folks.
I like a wide, diverse.
Very cool, very cool. All right, listen, I'm going to let you get back to the business of this table. It's a lot of fun here. You got a lot of really wonderful stuff.
Thank you very much.
Really, really cool here. All right, my dear friends, I know you hate to have me say goodbye, but that's too bad. It's time to go. Hey, what do I do? Well, yeah. 3 things. Subscribe to that there channel, click the notification bell, and like and leave a comment on the video. Leave it in Japanese. Maybe use Google a little bit more. All right, see you next time. Bye.